Hello class, and to all those that get the opportunity to watch this informative video. My name is Esteban Moreno. This project, this paper case analysis is for the class of Management 451. Thank you, Miss Anna Phillips, for allowing me to present. Okay, and the business that I'm going to talk about today is Millercoors. First, I'm going to start off with this short video on their sustainability efforts throughout the 6-year span that they've been in business. So that is just a glimpse of, their sustainability efforts when it comes to environmental stewardship, and when it also comes to diversity in the supply chain management, along with a lot of programs that they invest in to educate their employees and to also provide safety for their consumers. Alright, so here's the introduction of this great company. I'm being a little biased, but they are a joint venture between SAB Miller and Millercoors Brewing Company. And these two companies merged together in the last 6 years. So at this point in time, they offer 33 different brands of beers, targeting a whole vast majority of different types of consumers. Whether it's Coors Light, Blue Moon, Keystone, there's different types of consumers out there that prefer such beers, depending on their preference. So pretty much what Millercoors emphasizes on is their high quality in ingredients, their responsible marketing, their environmental stewardship, their diversification in employees and supply chain, and the safety of their people. So when it comes to high quality ingredients, they really value water and the purification of water, because that is what beer is 75% made of, is water. Responsible marketing, they want to make sure that they target individuals or groups that are 21 years of age or older, no one under. And at the same time, they want to educate on the risks of drinking and driving as well. And then, so yeah, I'll go on to the next slide. First and foremost, I'm going to go into the structural frame of this organization. The theory that I'm going to talk about will be the 5 basic parts of the organization by Henry Mintzberg. I just want to show you here, this is an organizational chart of Millercoors. Tom Long is the CEO, and at the same time, here's his team of leadership. And they have people from the CIO to marketing to human resources to chief finance officers. All right. So the 5 basic parts of the organization starts with the strategic apex. They are on top. They are the top management. So everyone that I just listed right here, they're a part of the strategic apex because they assemble the strategies and the pretty much all around mission of the company itself. Next, I'm going to talk about the middle line managers. They are the directors and the marketing managers. They actually take direct or indirect orders from the strategic apex on achieving their goal of sustainability and market share. The next, I'm going to talk about operating core. All right, the operating core is everybody that does the input, the output, and pretty much the middle of the production line. They're the ones that come in and do the day-to-day tasks. And right now, Millercoors employs roughly 8,000 employees all over the United States and all over the world. Next, I'm going to talk about human resource frame. The theorists I'm going to speak about will be Maslow, and his theory will be hierarchy of needs. Today I'll only talk about 3 briefly. All right, as I can tell, you can see the hierarchy right here. First and foremost, I'm going to talk about the psychological needs. For the consumer himself, the individual, after a hard day of work or, school, or even on the weekend or during the weekdays, they would like to go to such places like TGI Fridays or Bevmo, and they have the chance to purchase this quality beer, Coors Light, Miller Lite, and what their officers want to make sure is that there's great quality. The next is the safety needs. The free rides program is what ensures that consumers will get home safe. Over the years, there's been roughly around 300,000 free rides that were provided for the consumers themselves. Next will be esteem needs, and which I'll talk about the education and training of their employees and responsible marketing. So that provides people with more self-esteem to be more knowledgeable of the decisions that they make and how they provide to their community. Next, I'll talk about human resource frame, theory X and Y. For the most part, theory X subordinates need direction, and theory Y subordinates are participative and optimistic. This company uses a little bit of both, and then on the last slide that I'll show you, based off the symbolic frame, they also talk about theory Z, and I also feel that Millercoors emphasizes a lot of theory Z initiatives as well. For theory X, they have policies that ensure that their employees do not, excessively drink or get in trouble with the law because of drinking. And theory Y, there's an example called Tap the Future that provides incentives for entrepreneurs to join the company for innovation reasons. Alright, next I'm going to talk about the political frame. Alright, so I'm going to talk about the theory of the 5 bases of power, in which I'm only going to explain 3 briefly. Alright, first I'm going to go into reward power. The consumers are rewarded with this great tasting beer. Coors Light is rewarded because they get market share. And then the environment is also rewarded because they are rewarded because of sustainability efforts. And then I'll just talk about coercive real quick. I'm almost out of time. The underage drinkers, they are part of the coercive power because they're the ones that provide bad light to the company itself. And at the same time, the government is coercive as well because they provide a lot of regulations that bound the beer companies, so much. Next political frame I'll talk about will be the power game and the players. Political skill will be the intrinsic leadership. As you can tell by the CEO right here, Tom Long. Intrinsic leadership means you're charming, you're perhaps good looking, and and are able to be the leader of the company by being a good looking figure for the most part. Okay, so next I'm going to talk about the symbolic cultural frame. And this example, I'm using the Z organization, just like I explained with the theory X and theory Y. This pretty much entails everything here. With the theory Y, pretty much them being able to be self-motivated, doing the task themselves. Theory X, they need someone to wake them up. They can't do the job themselves. They need that self-direction. And theory Z is the fact that employees actually want to build cooperative relationships with their colleagues. They want to be there. They want to work. Their dedication and value. The fact that they have the opportunity to work for such a great company, they're just very happy to do that. And I would love to work for this company. Alright, so I'm almost done here. The conclusion and questions I have. So Millercoors, only being a joint venture for 6 years, wants to become #1. They want to be, Bud Light, the Anheuser-Busch. And then the question I have to ask you is, do you think they can achieve that with their current strategy and culture? So with, their current sustainability efforts, do you think that they, in the next 5-10 years, they can become #1? And take over the market share of the United States. And and then what do you think that they can do better? My personal opinion, I feel that maybe there's a little polishing that they can do. I'll go more into depth, but I'm limited in time. All right. And then I have the works cited page right here. Unfortunately, and don't talk me points. I don't have them listed on here, but I do have the books. Reframing Organizations by Lee G. Bowman, Terrence E. Deal. I used this a lot. And at the same time, Classics of Organizational Theory. A lot of great knowledge in this book right here. And I also used the link of 2013 Sustainability for Millercoors, and that's pretty much the majority of information that I was able to relay on this presentation. Thank you very much, and have a great winter.